Welcome to another episode of Fave Five From Fans, the podcast all about favorites. I am your ever enthusiastic host. By the way, I had someone write a review, Dame Judy D, thank you very much. And she did call it being ever enthusiastic host. So love you, Judy. Judy also gave me from her person this really cool new little thing. So we're going to start doing backups.
Siffy, I like it.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
like it. I like it.
And by we, again, we're obviously in the Plastic Microphone Studios. I am joined, well, this is actually Plastic Microphone Studios 2.0 because you've been here before.
I have been here
when it was
before.
just trash.
Well, it was always a studio. It was just a work in progress.
Oh, thank you. I thought you were going to say it's always trash, but no, that's good.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Once again, back from our Muppet episodes and our Star Wars music episodes is the daddy, Mr. Michael McManus.
Thank you, sir, for having me again.
You are very welcome. I am so happy that we are finally getting able to do this. Michael has been kind of busy
A little bit
lately. What was it? Did you go back to school? No, it wasn't that.
It wasn't that.
Were you working on a Nobel? No. What's been keeping you busy?
I have a little girl in there.
Yes, a little Princess Leia.
Princess Leia. So that's been keeping me very busy. But it's been a blessing. So there's
awesome. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you, man.
And so today, new dad and old clone trooper Michael McManus and I will be discussing. Was this your idea, or did this come off my list?
I honestly don't know because it's been a while since we've been tossing this around.
See,
I don't know.
You need to learn to take credit for stuff.
Okay, it was my idea.
I thought it was your idea. That was so great. So, as you may know, I did an episode a long time ago called Star Wars Planets. Actually, was it Star Wars Planets or no, Sci-Fi Planets?
Oh, okay.
That's what it was. So when Michael came, he was like, man, we need to talk about the places where the things happen in Star Wars. You see me giving you credit for it.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate it.
And I was like, okay, that's a great idea. So in my mind, I started automatically thinking about planets because the things that happen in the planets may or may not have an actual name, but you took it a little bit further, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so he actually has locations, which is going to be great. Yeah, it's going great. So, as we know, it's going to be fun. We're going to riff a little bit, and we're going to talk all things nerdy. So, buckle your seats for this episode of Fave Five From Fans. Did you ride Star Tours back in the day?
I did.
God,
I did. So good.
So
I'm not one of those people. I don't know about you that gets like motion sickness from.
No,
Some people
no,
get
no.
motion sickness from.
No, I was all about it, man. I was all about it.
No, I wasn't.
I went back in like 94, 96, something like that.
Yeah.
Back, OG.
Oh no, I love it.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, as we do, I normally ask my guests to keep it to 2 honorable mentions. And did you come up with some?
I did.
And how many did you come up with?
I have 2.
I gotta start calling it the Michael McManus Achievement Award. Wow. Well, why don't you go ahead and start? I'm going to drink water, but you're going to see his mouth move. Give us your honorable mention.
Okay.
Watch this.
Honorable mention number 1 is Tashi Station on the planet Tatooine.
They have the best converters.
They do.
Gosh, they're just a little run by Wampa Rats.
Wampa Rats.
Yeah, but still.
I mean,
So great choice. So tell us a little bit about this.
So Tashi Station was a location that has been talked about forever from the movies, ever since A New Hope came out. It was always referenced, but we never actually saw it.
Right.
But it actually did show up in a deleted scene from A New Hope. So we did get to see it the first time there. Finally.
Was him and Biggs hanging out?
And then I think they briefly showed like Kaylee and Fixer, his best friends that were there too. Because again, we'd heard about them for years, but we had never actually seen them. So it was one of Luke's like favorite hangout. His Tashi Station. And he actually mentioned
take his T-16 there, right?
That's right.
That's right.
He was complaining to Uncle Owen that day. I want to go. Give some power converters. He was. So it was just this place of lore that fans had always wanted to see, but had never seen.
Right.
And we actually did get to see it again in the Book of Boba Fett TV series.
True.
Very briefly, he kind of goes in there and breaks up a fight, and believe it or not, Cammy and Fix are actually there again, which is kind of cool
That is kind
to
of
see
cool.
them there.
Was it? Do you happen to know if it was the same actors?
It looks like the girl looks like the same actress,
Wow.
but I don't know if it was the guy. I'd have to look that up again. But the female actress looks like it's the same.
That's really cool.
Which that would be. I wouldn't put it past Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau to do that.
Yes.
Like to go and find actors.
They love the series.
But yeah, so it's again nothing special about it. It's really just kind of when you see it, it's kind of like, okay,
It doesn't have to be special. It's a favorite.
Yeah.
No, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. All right.
Thank you.
You got that one?
I have one more.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay. So honorable mention number 2 was the Jedi Temple on Coruscant.
Oh, that's the one where they kill all the kids.
Yeah. So they've had many Jedi temples throughout the years, but the one on Coruscant was my favorite. Am I twisted?
Yeah, that's where they kill all the kids.
Well, but that's not the one thing that happens there.
Well, I mean, that's what people think.
Well, I mean,
now it's starting to make sense.
I mean, that's what it's probably most remembered for at the end of the Jedi era.
Yeah, honey, now we're in Coruscant. Let's go see where they massacre all those Jedi kids. That's going to be fun. We can take our picture.
Is this part of a tour or something?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Coruscant.
This is where they slaughter all the Jedi.
Coruscant travels.
Wow.
So why is it a favorite?
So this one, especially once we got to the prequel era and we started seeing more of the background of the Jedi, you only get to see it briefly in the movies.
Right.
But I always just thought it was like, oh, this is really cool because this is where the Jedi come to learn to be Jedi. This is where they train. This is where they do this. And it's like to be able to see the inner workings of it and to be able to see behind the scenes of it was really cool.
Yeah.
You got to see more of it in the Clone Wars animated series.
Oh, okay.
Which was really cool.
Really good.
And then you actually got to see some of the training rooms that they use.
Oh, okay.
Which was really neat.
They wear the little helmets with the black
and they
shields
were
on.
like using the training roll droids and fighting with the lightsabers.
Really cool.
So you got to see a lot more of it there. And then the video games explored a lot more of it too.
Oh, okay.
You got to kind of actually go in it and look around it.
Yeah.
I think it was like the Force Unleashed, I think was one of the ones I really got to do.
Okay.
So
you played a lot of those?
The Force Unleashed I did.
Yeah.
Like 1 and 2, I played those.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. I haven't played the video games in a long time.
Well, yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah. So can I have a fun fact sponsored by Red Dog?
You have to do this.
That's why. Sponsored by Red Dog Touring.
There you go.
So for this one, it was
you started this, Jeff. This is your
It's all on you, Jeffrey. This Jedi temple was actually built on the foundations of an ancient Sith shrine.
Oh,
which is pretty cool.
So go down to the basement and get naughty.
I guess so. I don't know. I mean, that's like extra stuff, behind the scenes stuff that I didn't dive into.
Okay.
But I mean, if he says it, it's got to be true. It might be true.
Got to be true.
And come to find out, they would do this on locations where it was in order to like purify the location from the remnants of the dark side that was there.
Yeah.
So I thought it was pretty cool.
Well, I know that a lot of things like I've seen it in exorcism movies and stuff like that. The old churches would do that too. They would build on what's supposed to be a bad site. As a matter of fact, I think that movie, The First Exorcism, where they're I think that's the whole thing. Is that it's built on top of demons or hellmouth or something
to kind of help purify the location.
And to create a border, something to keep all of the evil from understanding. So that's cool. I did not know that.
I didn't know that until I started doing
research. That's great. Well, I mean, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of years.
Oh, I know.
But because it was a long, long time ago.
In a galaxy far, far away.
It was. Yeah. Well, all right. I like that. So
thank you.
I have my first 2 honorable mentions.
First two.
No. Okay. You caught me there.
Okay.
So my 2 honorable mentions.
Okay. See.
Both of which come from print. Okay. Now, upon going and doing my dives, stuff like this, one of these has shown up in other things.
Okay.
But the other one has not. So my first honorable mention is the planet Memban from Splinter the Mind's Eye, which was the first ever first ever book that was not a movie. And that makes sense because there had only been Star Wars, not Episode 4, not A New Hope, just Star Wars. And they tapped Alan Dean Foster to do the novelization of the movie. And so this was going to be like a direct sequel to the 1977 film.
Okay.
It came out in 1978, and it was called Splinter of the Mind's Eye. It used to have the subtitle, The Further Adventures of Luke Skywalker.
Oh yeah.
but they've kind of dropped that. I actually have my OG copy from when I was a kid,
Oh yeah.
and I got it signed by Alan D. Foster
Oh,
one
that's
day.
awesome.
And it has some of the, you remember the Burger King stickers that you could get?
Yes.
It has some of my
It has
Burger
some
King
on there.
stickers in it. Yeah. So it was real cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, it's a planet that is basically called the Bog Planet or the Mud Planet because it is just a mining town. It kind of reminds me of the planet LV. What is it? 426 from Aliens.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's kind of like that. And in this first installment was February 12th, 1978, 2 years after we could call it ABY. That's
the
after
battle,
the Battle of Yavin.
yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Luke and Leia go to this planet seeking out a powerful kyber crystal and encounter Darth Vader.
Oh, cool.
But
All right.
as we know, Vader doesn't know that this is his son, much less his daughter.
That's cool that they were both there.
They were both there.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Have you read this book?
No, I've heard of it. But
okay. Well, I'm not going to give you the spoiler ending, though.
Okay.
But one of my favorite things about this book is I really loved it. It was very simple. They wear these black miner suits with these utility belts and stuff. And it's just muddy and there's bugs and it's just crap. They turned around and took some of the concepts for that later and turned it into Dagobah.
Oh, that's
for the Empire Strikes Back.
Okay, that's cool.
So when they call it a bog, that's where it's coming from.
That's cool.
And not only do we see Luke and Leia and Vader, they actually meet at a Jedi temple where this kyber crystal is.
Okay.
And it's got a really cool scene. So I made an action figure of Princess Leia, and I was able to get Carrie Fisher to sign it, take a picture with it.
That's cool.
And I also made the Vader from there, but I didn't get to see neither James nor Earl Jones.
Like you made the action figure?
Yes, I made the action
figure.
figures.
Oh, really?
I'll show them to you for you.
Yeah.
Awesome. So that is going to be the first one.
That's cool.
The second comes from the original Marvel Comics series, number 38. This was written, I think it was written and drawn by Michael Golden, who did Rom! And he also did Micronauts, and he's done tons of things.
Okay.
But this is like the only one issue that I know of. And in it, this was actually supposed to be the prequel to The Empire Strikes Back. Okay? Because number 39 is the first issue that has the novelization of The Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
But because of licensing and everything, they had to cut any tie from the movie. So it's kind of basically just a standalone. But if you read the comic, you can go to the last page. It says, coming next month, The Empire Strikes Back. So it was kind of cool. But in it, they're on a supply mission for the rebellion, and they're forced into hyperspace after an Imperial cruiser attacks them, and they end up stranded far beyond the edges of the galaxy in what is called, this location, the Void. And it is literally just nothing. There's no planets, there's no whatever. But both the rebellion ship and the Imperials end up there. And they come across this ship / entity. It is a living ship that takes the rebellion cruiser on, and Luke ends up having to fight a droid who has a lightsaber. And then they meet what can only be called the pilot. And it again harkens back to Alien, where you had the planet that was the ship that was part of the pilot. So it's really cool, but this place always stuck with me because of the way that the ship looks, because it is an organic ship. It doesn't have doors or anything that just and the ships go in or the people go in. And then I'll go ahead and spoil it for you because it's just a comic book. At the end, the Imperial TIE Fighter, they release their TIE Fighters and they start attacking the ship. And it releases these little globules out into space. And Luke's going like, well, what's that going to do? And then one of them touches one of the ships and it explodes. And it's like, oh, these are antimatter pods. And so they're ready to get out of there. And they end back up. Like I said, they end up going off.
Oh, cool.
So anyway, So that is my only two honorable mentions.
So that's pretty cool. So that one was like you said, it was meant to be like a prelude to the Empire Strikes Back.
Yes, it was supposed to be leading them because they're supposedly picking up supplies, and then it was going to lead straight into them at Hoth.
Oh, that's cool.
So another great place. But yeah. I was reading. I actually had a subscription to the Star Wars comic book back in the day.
Yeah.
And I've talked about this on other episodes where I would ride my bicycle down to the post office, and I would do pretty much within a few days' time when my comics were showing up.
Yeah.
And back then they were always wrapped in basically what the paper that they used to make grocery bags.
Oh, okay.
And I got 3 comics for 2 or 3 years. And out of all of those, I can only really remember 1 or 2 ever being damaged because all of that was being done hands.
Yeah.
Now,
I know.
But
Everything's different now.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Anyway, well, yeah. Thank you. All right. So now that we've finished our honorable mentions, we are ready to dive in to your 5th favorite Star Wars location.
I see that. Can't say
5th favorite?
I can't say that 3 times.
You can say 5th. Well, you can always call it something else.
No, I'm not going to do that.
You use a word that's, not at the bottom of your list.
No. You're not going to get me with that one.
I'm going to try.
We talked about this before we came on air, but I'll probably end up saying it at some point, but I'm trying to get me to say it right now.
Say what?
I'm not going to say it.
It's just 3
So my 5th favorite
Look, you did
Star Wars location, trying to get back on talking, is the Emperor's Throne Room, specifically from Return of the Jedi.
Okay, I was fixing to ask. Was it Snoke's?
Death Star 2.
Okay,
yeah,
Death Star 2.
Yep.
Emperor.
Because when I was reading up on this, they actually had multiple throne rooms for him. I think they had one on like Death Star 1 and all that, but I was mainly talking about his one on Death Star 2.
Okay,
from Return of the Jedi.
I wonder if they called it Death Star 2.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, just like with the guys, I mean, you would think they would just say, let's go work. I'm working a shift on that Star today. But they could say, I remember back there on DS1. Whoo! We had a time here, but here on DS2, I don't know. Go ahead.
It's a breeze over here on DS2. But yeah, so this location obviously had the epic final duel between Luke and Vader. That's one of the reasons why it's my favorite. But when I did my research on it, this is actually located at the top of the Emperor's Tower in the Death Star.
Okay.
It's about 100 stories high.
So it's on the surface of the Death Star. It's like one of the spires that.
That's what it sounds like, because they had like the locations book that you can go see, and they break it down to like little diagram, and that's what it looks like.
Okay, cool.
So it's got like a little spire, and it's like on the top of the spire inside the
kind of like Seattle space.
Yeah, like a space needle. They basically his command center. He could control anything from the Death Star. It was protected by like turbo laser turrets, and they actually had like a housing area for his Red Guards nearby.
Yeah.
So obviously the Emperor, he had a lot of protection there in case anything would go down,
Right.
So it was just kind of neat to learn all these side things about it. But that location was just always really cool.
Yeah.
Because we'd never seen the Emperor from the movies until this point. So it was like, oh man, this is like his lair and all this.
The Emperor monkey.
From the recording. So it was his. Look, he had his own little chair in there, and it's just the ambiance of it.
I think. When nobody's around, he just like push a button.
You don't think he picks his feet up and just spins around in the chair?
I would see that.
I mean, when nobody's looking, I don't see why you wouldn't.
Well, he kicks off his Emperor slippers and just, those gnarly nails, probably. I'm sure.
Dude, just get some fingernail clippers for crying out loud.
I know. Come on.
The universe.
He's got all these Crimson Guard.
I know, man. What's up with that?
How about a Crimson Pedicurist,
They should, I'm surprised that maybe one of them did that for him.
Probably so. I would think so. Yeah. It was like the new guy.
Yeah. So
maybe he had a little bit of
just became the new Royal Guard. This is one of your tasks. I'm trim my neck.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm not doing it anymore.
So anyway, that was my number 5 was the Emperor's.
So I will tell you one thing. That's a great pick.
Thank you.
That's a great pick, by the way. I will tell you one thing that that I just realized maybe a year or so ago. So when Luke and Vader are fighting in there, and Luke ends up on top.
Yeah, on the
and he says, "Oh, I see Obi-Wan has been training
you well."
Yeah. he trains you to get the high ground.
Ah.
No, I'm like, of course, obviously they didn't write that in back then,
Well, no,
but now it's like, did they write that in because of
just
that?
because of that. Okay.
You know, it's
Okay.
like, man, that's really great.
That's funny. If they did, that's like some serious foreshadowing.
And again, I would not doubt that they did that, you know, because
well, Lucas did have he kind of had the whole
binder
outline of it. Yeah,
Mhm.
like mapped out. He
Mhm.
had the general idea of what was going on too.
Yeah, so we'll see, but
That's cool.
okay. So my number 5, I've actually been to, and I think you have too.
Okay, let's hear it.
It is Batu
Uh,
at the Disney
at
park.
the Disney Park.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah.
So it is a Star Wars environment designed to feel, and it does, like a real visit to an outer rim planet from Star Wars.
It really
universe.
does. That's awesome.
The land is set in the time period of the sequel trilogy around The Force Awakens. Yeah. As cast members stay fully in character, referring to guests as travelers and avoiding any mentions of the real world. I think that's very cool.
I think that's cool.
It opened up in 2019 and was one of Disney's most ambitiously themed lands ever built.
And it is.
Key attraction includes Ride of the Resistance, which I don't know if I ever told you my Ride of the Resistance story.
Probably not.
But so you've been on it. I know you have.
Oh yeah.
So you know how when you're standing around and before you go into the main part of it, and the Imperial officers are walking around like, oh yeah, this is a Rebel Scout.
Oh yeah. Like is that right around the time when you see all the stormtroopers?
Yes, right after that.
Right after that. Okay.
There was like, what it was like, we're going to want to get the Rebel plans from you. And I don't know why I did this. It's probably just because I am, you know. And I was like, your mama's as big as a moon. And the guy would like come over and he'd be like, and he's like, just all of it. And I just kept giving him crap. And of course, he was really good because he couldn't break character, but also he couldn't drag me off into one of the interrogation cells. But
so y'all kind of go back and
we did. We went back and forth until they finally.
It's cool that they do that.
It really, really
cool
was because he couldn't like push me like want to.
Yeah,
but he got up in my face.
That's awesome.
And I was just constantly just like go ahead because that's my superpower. It's my mouth. You know. So but anyway,
that's
so
awesome.
You also get the First Order, the Millennium Falcon Smugglers Run, where you actually do it.
Yeah.
Oga's Cantina, which I love.
That was cool.
We got in at the last minute, and I'm so glad that we got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You also get the you get DJ R3X.
Yes,
spinning the tunes.
Instead of a cantina band.
Savi's Workshop, which I didn't go to, where you build your own.
Oh yeah, that was really neat. That was cool.
The Droid Depot, and I think one of the other cool things was just the people who were walking around, like the troopers who would walk around, and you'd see Chewbacca and like some other. So it's a really, really great place. And then I see that they also use it in the real world, within the Star Wars world too. It's a real planet.
It is, yeah.
So
that was a good idea on their part to kind of make it something that was real in the Star Wars universe. I mean, I kind of thought, I think we all did for years, that if they did this, it would be something that we had been to or wanted to go to, like a Hoth or like a Tatooine. But I get the idea of why they went this way. So it made sense for why they did it. And it really is super immersive. It's really cool. So
down to the signs. I mean, everything. Even the drinks, you can see I got my Coca-Cola up there. It looks like a thermite bomb.
Yeah.
I love those.
And even from what I've heard, I didn't check it out last time, but like the bathrooms or like everything's in aerogush.
And I'm not sure, but if they didn't do this, they missed out. You should have like the urinals and then, the regular toilets. And then they should have like a couple of other weird things on the walls.
That for the aliens.
Yeah, for the aliens. Yeah. So I don't know if they do, but that's not. Call me. I just trademarked that. Copyright. Okay, so let us go back to your fourth favorite.
For Fave Five From Fans. Fourth favorite. All right, hang on. Let me check 1 and 2.
Okay.
Going
backwards.
Yep. I just when I did it, I just didn't write it in order.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of did it a little bit at a time. So I was like, I'm kind of backtracking.
That's fine.
Favorite number 4 is Tapoka City on the planet of Commuta. It's the cloning facility where they made all the clones from Attack of the Clones.
So Is it considered a city?
Yes.
It is, because it's like a huge water planet, but this is all of that stuff is
It's the capital. It's considered the capital city of the planet Camino.
okay. Okay.
And this is where they have like the big network of like dome structures built on 150-kilometer high stilts above the water.
Okay.
And because water basically covers the entire planet of Camino, so they have to have it built up, so that you can have a city that survives. It's powered by a fusion generator extracting hydrogen actually from the seawater.
Oh, okay.
So I thought that was pretty cool. Again, in the movies, you get to see it very briefly. Everyone goes there and whatnot. And again, they really kind of dive into it more in the Clone Wars animated series. So it's just really cool.
Okay.
They have an arc towards the end. I think it was in season 6, where one of the clones gets his memory chip messed with. So he kind of goes there to kind of figure out why this is happening. So you really get to see a lot more of the facility.
And this is the creatures with the really long necks.
Yeah, the Kaminoans, the really long necks.
So they are native to that planet?
They are.
Okay.
But they were the ones that were the engineers of the cloning technology and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that one was always neat because when we first found out about the clones, it was just something that, of course, we the clones, being a clone myself in the Fave First.
First.
But it was just really neat to just see not real life, unfortunately. Sorry.
But you know.
Spoiler alert. That's not enough.
That you know of.
But it was just really neat to see the scope of the facility and how expansive it was and immersive it was, and just the technology. It was really neat. Yeah. To see how they did it. And
they've got a pretty awesome lunchroom.
They do?
Yeah. Because that's where all the you get to see that scene, right?
You get to see that scene. Yeah, and I was always kind of curious, like, what are they? Is it one of those things where it's okay? Did they get the same thing every day, or do they have a different menu every day? Is it?
Yeah, peanut butter and jelly. Okay. The only thing is that the El Caminos don't cut off the crust for them. Okay. So that's one of the reasons why they're.
Because I was kind of curious, because it's like you wonder, it's like, okay, well, they all look the same, but did they give them all the same food? Is it just like
I don't think there's any gluten intolerance in the clones. Okay. No. So I'm thinking that because you don't ever see like a pudgy one.
No.
So I think they'll probably fed all the same food, and they get all the same exercise.
It's kind of boring.
So I was fixing to say that. So boring,
It's always really clean. Yeah. Like if you see the scenes of the place, like it's like immaculate.
Yeah.
So these Kaminoans must be like the best house cleaners, housekeepers in the world.
They must be.
Because it's like, looks like super immaculate in that place all the time.
It does make me wonder, though.
So,
do they have swimming pools there?
Probably not, because you have one big swimming pool outside.
That's what I would
kind of go outside and just into the water.
Just wondering. Just wondering.
But they might. I mean, just because we don't see it,
right?
Doesn't mean it's not there.
There's bathrooms there.
There's definitely bathrooms.
We don't see those.
We just don't see that. So.
But you can go to Batu and see it.
That's right. In real life.
That's right.
Actually, I think they call it, if you want to be like technical, they call it a refresher.
Oh.
But, I don't really care about it.
Isn't that a drink at Texas Roadhouse?
The name of the drink is a refresher? It might be.
I hope it's not the same thing.
I hope not. Yeah, that's kind of gross.
It is. Okay. All right. Well, I am now going into the land of places that you have heard of. This isn't a town, but it is actually an abandoned rebel base on the planet Scarif. Not abandoned. I'm sorry. Imperial base.
Okay.
The data vault. What do they call it? The data vaults. That's where all the stuff is.
Yeah.
So in Rogue One, which is rapidly become one of my favorite Star Wars movies of all time. It's a tropical planet covered in beaches and palm trees and beautiful water and sand troopers and all of that stuff. So it is a heavily fortified Imperial military installation.
As it should be.
Yes.
With what it contains over there.
And it is essential to the Empire. So that is where, before Star Wars came out, that's right, not Episode 4. It's before Star Wars came out. That's where the plans were that were given to the Bothan spies.
That's true.
That handed them off to Leia. That handed them off to R2. That handed it back to Leia.
Yeah.
I guess eventually. Yeah. So anyway, why do I love it so much? Because it is such a beautiful, serene looking place. Everybody loves the beach, except me. But if I love the beach, this is where I want to
Yeah, it
live.
looks like a place you'd really go on vacation.
It does.
Doesn't
It
it?
does.
When you saw it.
And I remember seeing it and thinking, wow, this is like one of the most normal places that I've ever seen.
It's true. Yeah, it's very true.
Yeah. And the fighting that happened and the battles and stuff like that, it was almost more surreal because of that environment.
It's true. It really added to the realism of it. Yeah.
It could be like that's what happened like in the Bahamas or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
So really enjoying it. And it is a lot of fun. Spoiler alert.
Oh, spoiler.
Do not go there for your next vacation
Okay.
because it's not there anymore.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Everybody died.
That's true. Everybody done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's one of those places, like old Las Vegas.
Uh-huh.
If you didn't go when it was there, you're just never going to go.
You just missed out, man.
That's it. All right. So, on to your number 3.
Number 3.
The non-tongue twister.
The non-tongue twister. Her favorite choice. Okay. These are my big boy words now.
You are. I'm very proud of you.
All right. Number 3 for me is classic. It's the Lars homestead on Tatooine. This is where so many key events in the Star Wars saga happen. Right?
But it didn't take place in there.
What's that?
Lars painting the ceiling.
No?
Yes.
How do we know?
Because in the very in the early movies, I mean, I'm sorry, in the prequels,
Yeah.
he talks about wanting they need to paint the ceiling.
Oh, yeah?
Or I think maybe the walls or whatever while they're sitting at the table.
Really?
And then fast forward, fast back, whatever.
Yeah.
When you're sitting there looking at them at the when they're having blue milk with Luke.
With Luke, yeah.
Still not painted.
Really?
Yeah. Saw that the other day.
After like 30 plus years, man, they couldn't find the time.
They couldn't find the time. Come on. It's not like they were going to Tashi Station. Luke was doing that.
It's like it's one of those things. I mean, I can relate to that. It's like sort of those things on the to-do list.
The honey-do list.
Putting that off.
Come on. Sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's okay. That's okay. So this is a moisture farm in what they call the Genlun Wastes of Tatooine.
Okay.
Located on a salt flat. It was this big kind of igloo-like domed structure. And it was surrounded by moisture evaporators all around it.
And it was dug into the ground too.
It is. So what it is you kind of go in through the little igloo part and it would go down and it'd have like a kitchen, that had like a living quarters, they had storage, they had
droid baths.
They had all kinds of stuff in there.
Yeah. They had Luke's hologram room.
Luke's hologram room. He played with his little 16 hop.
Okay.
He was going like a dirty girl.
That wasn't. I'm thinking Luke has all these holograms in there.
But yeah, there's so much history that happens here. Starting with, of course, in A New Hope with Luke and his aunt and uncle, and then their passing. Spoiler alert if you've never seen some.
What?
And then when they go, I know, huh? Yeah.
Well, I saw him in the other Star Wars movie.
Did you? Which one was that?
Well, like, I don't know.
The prequels?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that goes back in time then. So you go fast forward ahead and they're still alive.
That's why they look so good.
I know.
Okay.
So you kind of see like the beginnings of his aunt and uncle kind of just getting to inherit the homestead.
Yeah, geez, thanks.
I know, man.
Thanks, Ben.
And you see like, the kids being Luke being dropped off there after an episode 3, and then flash forward even farther into the sequel trilogy at the end of the sequel.
Can we not talk about what Rey says?
I'm not going to talk about what she says.
Okay.
But I was going to talk about the fact that we go back there one more time at the very end.
Right.
And Rey leaves the lightsabers of Luke and Leia there. And it was really cool to kind of go back there one more time. I thought that was a nice kind of way to tie it all together with a bow. But but if anything, that location just has so much sentimental value for me as a Star Wars fan. So it definitely had to be in there.
And did I hear that is a real? They've left that there.
It is. Now that's one thing that would be really cool to go see.
Yeah,
out in Tunisia. Yeah, it's still there. It was actually like a hotel. Believe it or not.
Really?
You can actually go and like stay there.
That would be cool.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
A few people have gone and done it and taken photographs and stuff of it, but that would be really cool.
It would be really cool was to go there and like have make s'mores like in a campfire out in front.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
Kind of like a
Lars family
like
fire. So like Yeah, you see where I'm going.
I see where you're going.
Yeah.
With the the smoking reference.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, I see where you're going.
Yeah. You ever see that somebody makes these action figures, the cases, and it's the Lars family,
Yes,
and it's just two burnt skeletons.
yes.
Yeah.
Those pop up every once in a while online. And even I think one of my Star Wars chat groups, because it's like a running joke. You
Yeah.
see that, and it's like it's 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 almost not tasteful, but it's like funny at the same time in a way too. So it's like it's kind of walks both lines.
They do another one where it's Alderaan, and it's just like some rocks.
Oh,
Just,
I hadn't seen that one,
yeah.
but I've seen the one of the with like their burnt
Yeah.
bones and stuff. And it's like, okay, that's a little morbid, but
Mm. All right. Well, that is a good one. Then I better bring it then.
okay.
So I am actually going to pull from one of the last of the trilogy.
Oh, from the sequel
trilogy.
Wow.
Okay. And it's because I just thought that this place was so cool. And I'm even pulling it from The Last Jedi.
Oh, wow. Which is one of the most controversial movies in the
It is.
trilogy. All right.
But I'm talking about the abandoned rebel base on Crate.
That's a good choice to make, because out of all the things in that movie, that was one of the coolest things.
So I didn't realize, I knew that there was like white salt on top, and then there was red salt underneath, which was a striking visual.
That was really cool. Yeah.
I didn't realize that the red wasn't salt, it was soil.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes. So Crate is a planet that's featured in that movie. It's a mineral planet with a thick white salt crust on the surface, beneath which lies vivid red soil. When anything moves across the surface, like speeders or even footsteps, it kicks up the red dust, creating what, again, was one of the most, except for Luke drinking milk straight from the tap, that is the second most visually stunning piece.
Okay.
So the surviving resistance fighters end up there as they run from Kylo Ren and the First Order. And so you've got Leia and all of the people there are back from the dead. Mary Poppins Leia.
That's right.
Sorry. No, I wasn't going to bring it up, but oh my God. And then Luke shows up and he likes what she did with her hair.
That's true.
Yeah. But if you've seen the movie,
you kind of know.
You don't know that, does he actually show up? So
that was something that really kind of, like when I first started, I don't know about you, but that was something that at the time that was a shocker. Like I didn't think that he wasn't, spoiler alert, wasn't really there.
Right.
I didn't either. I didn't catch
that. Was a good surprise.
There had a lot of subtle clues. And when you go back and you watch it, you can see like when his feet move and he drags them, like it doesn't pull up the red dust.
Right.
So I was like, but I didn't catch that until you go back and you see like other viewings and you catch it.
And when he does this, there's nothing there. He's not getting it off.
Okay,
But of course, I just thought it was like oh, come on. But anyway, you're right. It was that was one of the coolest things, was that whole part. And then, then he just fades away.
I guess the lightsaber should have been another clue, because he has like his blue lightsaber. Again, and when we last saw him before, he had the green one, that's from Return of the Jedi. So that's what he should have had. So it's the fact that he had his old blue one. We're like, okay, well, how did he get that back again?
Yeah. But I will say I saw something interesting the other. I love this place called Fourth Cone Restorations. I follow them on Instagram, and they basically send them old posters and they redo them. And there was a series of 3 posters, one for each of the original trilogy that I think was like maybe from Burger King or something, but it was all Boris Vallejo things. And in it, you've got Luke on Dagobah, and he's holding up a red lightsaber.
Oh,
but I guess they
like on Dagobah?
Yeah, on Dagobah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So anyway, actually love me some Boris. I got to meet Julie Bell a couple of times, and her son, Dave Palumbo. But I mean, just the stuff that's come off. That's like,
I wonder if it was like maybe something that was kind of a spinoff of the cave scene.
Yeah.
Where he was kind of thought to be.
Could have been, or at the same time, sometimes, I mean, you're talking Boris Vallejo. You're not going to go back and tell him, excuse me, Mr. Boris, could you please paint this green?
Because it was supposed to be this color.
Get away from me.
So, it is what it is.
It is.
Deal with it.
All right. So this is the part of the show. Whoa.
Uh-oh.
gotta quit leaning back on that. As far as show, we take a break and we talk about what's going on in your life.
Yeah.
And we've already tapped on the most important.
The most important, yeah.
Last time it was that you recently got married.
That's true.
This time it was that you guys have a baby.
I know.
And now she's how old is she?
She's about to be one.
One.
In like a couple of days, she's
God.
gonna be a year old.
You are so old.
Yes.
Wow.
Time marches on.
It does. It does.
But yeah, it's funny. The last episode we did was the Morgan Freeman episode. And when we were talking about it, like
well, I was talking about it. You were just moving your lips.
Oh, well, that's true. Well, until we did the second one. Then my voice actually came out.
Strangest thing.
Go back and watch it.
Let's see. Yeah.
But yeah, it's like when we were talking, we got to this part, like she was about to be born. We're probably like a month away from her being born.
Yeah.
And then here it is now, flash forward, and she's a few days from being like a year old, which is amazing.
Time marches on.
Time marches on.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she's happy and healthy, and
that's all that you can ask for.
About to be walking, which is crazy too, because she's starting to take little steps here and there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she's a good kid. She's so sweet. So it's a blessing.
I'm so happy, man. I'm so happy.
Thank you.
You found your person, and y'all made a person.
Found my beautiful wife, and we made a person. Yeah,
that's right. Who dresses up sometimes, right?
So, my wife?
Yes.
Not yet.
No, I thought y'all had her in imperial costume.
No, not yet.
Oh.
We might work on that.
Yeah, we got to work on that.
I mean, this might be news to her. She just might be finding out when she watches this. But
yes, we're getting you into one of those.
We're getting you into costuming at some point, baby. Just a heads up on it. But yeah, I mean, there's something out there we could find.
Yeah,
that would be all right for her, you know? Because we got to do maybe like a Halloween or something where we're all kind of dressed in like matching something.
Yeah,
or
you could be let's see, such a little girl. You could be the Orgas.
Oh, that's true. Just that's true, baby.
Always thinking.
Always thinking. The light's always on.
You'll see somebody's home. So what else is going on? You got some Fave First stuff going on?
We do. We have the Louisiana Comic Con. I think it's next weekend.
Yeah,
it's coming up soon.
2 weeks.
Is it 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
Okay, I knew it was coming up soon.
Yes.
I know we're already in March, so. But that's going to be kind of the next big one, and then we have like another one, the Family Adventure Day, that's coming up in a few weeks as well.
Okay.
I want to say it's either the same weekend as Louisiana or the weekend after.
All right.
So we got that one.
And then we got Sci-Fi in April.
That's true. That's in April. Yeah. Beginning of April. But yeah, I'm sure there's a bunch of events.
Yeah. Are you thinking you're going to go to GalaxyCon in July?
That one's in New Orleans? Probably not.
No.
It depends. I'll have to wait and see. Because is it middle of July or is it?
I think it's the middle to late. I don't think it's the end.
Is it same like New Orleans?
Yeah. Louis Armstrong.
Okay.
No, Ernest J. Morale.
Yeah. I'll have to see. I'm not sure. Because I know, I mean, you guys have gone to that one in the past. I'm sure you have.
Oh yeah, I love that time.
Excuse me, but I know it's been, how long has it been doing that one for now? Like a couple years?
Well, if I'm not mistaken, this is only their second year in Louisiana.
Oh.
But GalaxyCon's been in a lot of states.
Yeah.
Now, Fan Expo, that's the one that's in January.
Yes.
I mean, it feels like it's almost the same con now because they're in the same places.
Yeah, Fan Expo's been, that's one. That's a regular. Usually I always go to that one, but yeah, this one we'll have to wait and see. I hadn't thought about it going.
Maybe we'll get you come
wait and see how things are going, how the job's going and whatnot.
That's right.
So we'll see, because that's still ongoing. We're still
blowing stuff up,
still job searching and whatnot. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, I think if you're good, I'm caught up.
I'm good. There's nothing new going on with you.
I don't ever do anything, man.
You don't do anything?
No, I don't have anything going on. I mean, no. I mean, it's not like, I'm doing a Plastic Microphone Studios network now with the guys, co-host on Sequel House.
Oh, yeah, like I said, you guys have the Sequel House. That's great.
Co-host. We're doing a new show with Mark Sino called October Nights, where it's going to be a monthly show about the current state of horror. We're doing this will be fun. This may already come out by then, but last in February on Friday the 13th, we did a live stream while we watched Friday the 13th and just ripped the whole thing. And so this Friday the 13th in March, we're going to be watching my favorite Jason X.
Okay.
The absolute best Friday the 13th movie ever.
Really?
Ever.
That could be debated, I'm sure, by most.
Oh, it is. It really is. But you see, I have one sign.
I see it. I can see it right there.
One. You know,
that's the only one.
It's the only one
Okay.
because that's my man. So yeah, in all reality, I got too much going on.
Okay.
Just got back from OAX, which is the original art expo in Orlando.
Oh, cool.
And I went with my buddy Kirk. Shout out to Kirk because he watches us on the treadmill as he's doing. Saw some incredible art. I actually saw the cover to Superman number 38.
Okay.
From back in I think it was probably the late 30s or early 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they had it as part of the Heritage had a big auction, and it was there in person.
Oh,
didn't get to touch it.
That's cool. Well, now I'd be like, oh man, they probably would have one. I'm just have to watch.
Yeah, I don't know, but the thing is this exhibit is, I mean, is very and everybody uses the word. Everybody they talk to, it's very intimate.
Okay.
They only sell about 750 tickets, and you've got some people like Walt Simonson, Chris Royale was there, Julie Bell, Dave Palumbo, all of these artists, Dave Jurgens, the Death Superman, Kevin Nolan from Batman.
Oh, wow.
And they're just sitting at tables. It's not like, there's 10,000 people that it was really cool.
Nice. That's nice if they do that.
Yeah, it is.
They limit the amount of tickets. So.
It really is. And it's down at the DoubleTree that's right outside of Universal. So they actually have an auction. And this year was the first year they've ever hosted the Jack and Roz Kirby Awards. So you got Jack Kirby. Yeah. So it's an award in their honor. Okay. And Walt Simonson was one of the first people to win it. Nate Powell, who is actually going to come on the show. We're going to be doing some Twilight Zone stuff. He won an award. John Byrne won an award, but he didn't show. Okay. So Chris Royale showed up. I didn't know about this until later because once again, I didn't meet Chris Royale. Yeah, our big Ron Powell fans, and we've exchanged all kinds of stuff, but I still have not put flesh to flesh. Oh, wow. So anyway, gonna do that one day. Mm-hmm. But then we've got these cons that we talked about, and then in June, Heroes Con.
Nice.
That is my favorite.
Now that one's where?
That's in Charlotte.
Okay.
So I get to see people, past guests, like Jason Turner, Jared Ulrich, Kathy Bright, Devin, Dave, Dr. Kodachrome's got all of these people that have been on the show before.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
It was real cool. I do want to share one quick story that I got. Do you mind grabbing that? You see that little print that's right there? Can you grab that? Yeah, if you wouldn't mind grabbing that.
I may have to take this up.
Yeah, maybe so.
Because I don't want to get you into it.
I'm going to pause it all. Okay, cool.
Here we go. This is it. Kind of get us a little canvas type thing. So.
Yes, parchment, I think they call it.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So we'll pick right up from there. Okay. So again, it is my favorite convention. But not only do I get to see a lot of those people, it's because there's some just really. I don't want to sound like a big bro fest, but me and my buddy Kirk go, and we just leave all of our work and worries and all of that stuff and just go, and it's just comics. Awesome. So 2 real quick things I want to share. Okay. My buddy Kirk actually got me a Mannix Abrea original of Rom.
Okay.
Now I know the uninitiated are like, well, who's Mannix Abrea? Yeah. He is probably one of the hottest comic cover artists right now for Marvel. Okay. He is one of a group of Filipino artists that come to OAX, And as you can see, and I'm going to do a scan of this right here. It's on like a parchment paper that they kind of almost make like a canvas, and he has some of this the wild colors, and it's just some amazing stuff. So huge shout out to my bud Kurt for picking this up for me. And then my other favorite thing that has happened recently is I have a guy, called Jay, and he has a comic book called Mest that we did an episode called Fave Five Underground Films. And then I have another guy, his name's Travis. He and I did an episode about Fave Five, where we were supposed to do Fave Five Sopranos, but instead we did yes. So the other day I'm on Instagram on one of their feeds, and so Jay writes a comic book that happens in the sewers, kind of in a somewhat futuristic, where chemical companies and pharmaceutical companies dump stuff into the sewers, and it makes these creatures. Yeah, kind of. And then I've got Travis, who owns a plumbing company down here. So they were together at a convention about plumbing stuff and wastewater treatment and all of that stuff. And they met and took a picture together. I don't think, and I haven't gotten this answer yet, I don't think they knew that they both knew me. And it was the weirdest thing to see a picture of these two people together, like, wait a minute, these guys have both been on my show. So it was very cool. I'm going to share the picture right here, but
that's cool.
Shout out to both Travis and Jay, and I can't wait to have them both on the show again.
That's really neat.
Yeah. So that was the little thing that made it look like Dig Dug.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. That's
so
a cool.
He's got some incredible work out there. But
that's awesome.
All right. Well, we have talked long enough, long and hard enough.
All right.
It is time. Okay, you ready? You got to put your hand up like this.
All right.
It's the penultimate choice. Our number two. Number two. Give it to me, sir.
Oh, me first.
You first.
All right.
Always the guest goes first.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right. So my
you before age.
My number two choice is Cloud City from the Empire Strikes Back, better known as Bespin. But
Bespin. That's what I was fixing to say. But the do you know what planet it's on?
I think Bespin is the
name of the planet. Okay.
They call it it's
a gas giant.
It's a gas giant. Yeah. It's referred to as Cloud City. But
I'm a gas giant.
There's
especially after Taco Bell.
Aren't we all? I mean, sometimes it's just the way it is. It's like a floating man-made city in the clouds.
Yeah.
Tabana Gas is the main thing that they're famous for, with the facility mines located in the upper atmosphere of the planet. Kind of floats in like the life zone, what they call the planet.
Okay.
Meaning it's got breathable air and gravity suitable for
humanoids.
Correct. So that's why they can kind of survive in the upper atmosphere like that with, there's no life support needed or anything like that. It's just the way that the planet's built. There are 392 levels, which this is really cool. Like in that little
tail
saucer dome structure looking thing of Cloud City. The luxury stuff was more towards the top, and as you got towards the bottom, as always, as you got towards the bottom, that's where like most of your carbon freezing stuff and all that.
That's where the Ugnaughts
live. So the Ugnaughts live was at the bottom. So, but yeah, I mean, again, this location, the famous duel between Luke and Vader, this is where all this went down. The betrayal of Lando. We meet Lando there, and then he kind of betrays the rebels and all that. There's just so much cool stuff that happens here.
Luke really gave him a hand though.
He did. Yeah, he literally gave him a hand. And then you also see, like, I don't know if I'm sure you've heard about this, the famous Wilrow hood and the ice cream machine when they're evacuating Cloud City.
Yes.
That's where all that comes from. And now there's this whole thing in the Rebel Legion of the running of the Wilrow hoods. They do it at all the celebrations.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So
like gets dressed up in the outfit, and they have the ice cream machine. And they run through the convention center.
That's hilarious.
And that's where all this came from, was from this little scene in the movie.
Yeah. That's like the crowd surfing stormtroopers from
there you go. Just exactly like that. But yeah, this one, Empire's one of my favorite original trilogy, and so this location is like,
I don't use the word best a lot on my show, but it is the best Star Wars.
We don't use the B word.
No, I'll say best. I just won't say T.
You don't say the T word.
No.
Okay.
No.
I do. I'm the one that says
You
it all the
do.
time.
But you haven't so far.
I know, but
Good job.
there's still room for.
Yeah, there's still room.
But that was my fave number 2.
That's awesome. Okay. So for my number 2, we are going back to the comic books.
Okay.
Okay. This is a planet that Camino really, I mean, when I saw Camino in, was it the second movie?
Yeah. The Attack of the
I was like,
Clones,
oh my God, I wonder if this is, but it wasn't.
Okay.
So the planet is called Iskalon.
Okay.
All right. And it's in Marvel Comics number 73, 74. And then later on in the 80s, like maybe 87 or something, they go back.
Okay.
And so following their expedition to Lashbane in the previous episode,
Okay.
Luke, Leia, Chewbacca, Lando, C-3PO, and R2-D2, who are still actively looking for Han, frozen in carbonite.
After Cloud City,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have been sent to this water planet to track down Yam Argo's partner,
Okay.
Tay Venice, who's gone missing. Okay. Just laying this out because this is how it was.
Yeah.
So Leia is mad because they're not out searching for Han.
Okay.
But they're trying to find these guys. And so you get to this planet, and it's kind of like Camino, except everything is underwater.
Oh,
so
okay.
there's landing platforms everywhere,
Yeah.
but that's it. You get on it, and then you go down these tubes and everything.
Okay.
And in this one, there is a whole race of aquatic beings.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
And there's a whole thing that goes on, and there's one of the Imperial droids has the has some plans that this Jan and Tay had, and they get captured by Imperials and all this stuff. But one of the reasons that this is really, really one of my favorite places has to be with the people. Okay. And in it, there are stormtroopers that are aquatic stormtroopers. Okay. And there's this whole panel in the comic where there's like 5 or 6 of them, and they look like they're almost on a tandem bicycle.
Okay.
But they're like in a row just
Okay.
underwater.
That's cool.
And Luke ends up finding one of these people. I think his name's Kendall, something like that. And he is force, what do you call it?
Sensitive?
Force sensitive.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Okay, cool.
And so the Imperials end up shooting a missile, and it blows up a lot of it. And so there's all of this stuff. So everybody's mad because they think the Imperials are only there because of Leia. But this guy ends up becoming one of Luke's apprentices later on.
Oh, wow.
And so he's got this cool set of armor that has like he'd say it's like a big fish bowl.
Yeah.
So the guy can breathe underwater.
Okay.
But instead of a lightsaber, he has like a sword made out of like a crystal from underwater.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, again, seeing this, when I saw, episode 2 Attack of the Clones, I'm thinking, God, this could have been that planet,
that.
Yeah. So anyway, it's really a cool place.
I like that.
And there's also this really cool, there's the creatures that are basically water dragons.
Okay.
Yeah, they're called I want to say Chitauri, but I know that's not it. It's something like that. And
different franchise.
Yeah, different franchise. But anyway, really cool place, Iskalon. And if you're looking at this now, I've made postcards for every place that is in my list.
Like Benti.
Yeah, like
top Benny.
So this is my Iskalon, and this is by far my favorite one. And I will say that I used AI to take the cover from 73, I think, and turn it into this image.
Okay.
So
all right.
It's just goofy, I know, but I just love it. So
that's okay.
Anyway, so that is
your favorite. That's
my second favorite. My penultimate
choice.
So in other words, we are now at the point where all the people in Hungary are gathered around.
Like the 2 people?
There's 19 of them.
Oh, is it? Okay.
That are gathered around listening for this most important. Here's the point that it comes where the guest is going to give his favorites, and then we can get past that, and then can hear mine. because that's what
Because
they
that's
all.
what people are
That's
really
what-
here.
That's what they're here for.
I mean, that's what they're here for.
It is. It is. So,
Forget about the guest. You know, they're here for.
it is that they're excited that you're fixing to give yours because they know mine's next.
Okay.
So, all right, go ahead and give us your favorite Star Wars location.
Well, now I don't want to know if I want to do it now. It's like that's like I might just okay. Okay, so my number one is the Crystal Caves located on the planet of Ilum. This is
Is this one of the Brian Daly Han Solo adventure books?
it could have been
Crystal? No, that's the
could be.
Crystal Harp of
Okay.
Sharu or
Okay.
something like that.
So the Crystal Caves, this is basically located on it's an ice planet,
Okay.
Ilum. These caves are like inside the largest mountain range on
Okay.
the planet. The Jedi would go there for this training they called the Gathering. They would send their younglings there
Okay.
because this is where you can acquire your lightsaber crystal.
Okay.
So it was like a rite of passage where they would go there, they'd go through, they'd have to find their crystals and then bring them back, and then they could construct their lightsabers.
So, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, go ahead.
Where does this come from? Books, movies,
It comes from you
games?
see it from the Clone Wars
Okay, the cartoons.
animated series, but it also comes from what else do we see this? Games. You see it briefly. Now there's some fun fact.
Oh, that's
Red Dog Channel. You actually see this planet show up in the sequel trilogy, believe it or not.
Okay.
They later on, once the Empire takes over, they go to Ilum and destroy the caves, obviously,
Okay.
with all the kyber crystals and stuff. And later on, they excavate it, and it becomes the construction site for Starkiller Base. They kind of gut out the center of it,
Okay. Okay.
and then that's where that big laser so the planet becomes
Starkiller
Base.
Yes. Yes. Oh, okay. Okay.
So they kind of did some excavating and stuff and around the equator. That's why it kind of looks like the center is the laser. But yeah, so it was kind of ironic that it's like they took something that used to be something so sacred to the Jedi, and then they ended up using it for the
kind of what the Jedi do with the old Sith temples.
True.
Yeah,
So they kind of So this thing, once I saw this in the excuse me, they originally showed this in the old Clone Wars cartoon series, the one by Gennady Tartakovsky, the guy that did like Samurai Jack and all that. You first see that in a couple episodes there. They had two Jedi that went there, and she had just finished her training, and you see her constructing her lightsaber there. So that's the first time you ever really see it.
And the crystals don't have color of their own, right? It's supposedly the Jedi or Sith's aura, that makes the color of the beam.
From what I've seen in this, like the crystals are colored.
Oh, okay.
Just from what I've seen.
Yeah.
And then when you kind of put them in there, obviously, the blade, comes out. But from what I've seen and read, the crystals are colored.
Okay. See, I'm gonna bow down to you because you're the Star Wars guy.
Well, I mean, you're a crowd Star Wars guy. But,
I don't have it anywhere on my body.
Well, I don't either.
Oh, you don't?
No,
Well,
I don't have a
Star Trek on
a tattoo. Do you?
Yeah, and Superman.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and Brother Juniper.
I guess that's the only thing that's maybe missing is a tattoo.
So that's what we need to do next, is what you're saying? Go get matching Star Wars tattoos?
Me and you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
I'm down for it. Okay, great. I mean, you heard it here first, folks.
I'm committed to this now.
One of us should be committed, that's for sure.
True. But yeah, ever since I saw that in the episode, it was just the coolest thing.
So this is like, when we started talking about this right away, you knew what this was going to be. Awesome.
Well, I kind of went through it. And I think it was towards the bottom of the list at first.
Okay.
Excuse me. And then as we went through, and I kind of put everything together, it kind of rose in the ring. Probably have to call.
That's okay. Go ahead. Oh.
And he's not helping. Recovering from a cold, so excuse me.
Oh.
Sorry for a cold, but it's on the way out, so it's making me cough.
Okay.
But anyway, but yeah, so once I saw this, and there I was like, well, it's really neat. We never
see it really has gotten to
it. Makes me tear up.
Yeah.
It was just really cool. It kind of goes into the lore of how they build their lightsabers, which is really cool. And then they kind of revisit it in the updated Clone Wars animated series. I'm fine.
You sure? Because this is like, It's just not too big. I mean, I can tell how much you
It's
love
the coughing.
this.
The coughing
Sure.
is making me tear up.
Sure it is. The man loves his Star Wars.
This guy, you can't take this guy anywhere. You can't go on a show. You can't do anything.
Hey, he came to my house. He knew what he was getting into.
This is true. This is true. But this has always been something that I thought was really cool.
It is. It sounds very cool.
And then when they elaborate more on it in the new series, you kind of get to they actually take the young ones when they're younger there, and you see how it's a rite of passage for them, and it's really cool.
So just out of curiosity, at any point do you see like seven Ugnaughts going into there to mine some of those crystals?
Not that I've seen.
Okay.
Why? Would you?
I was
Is
just
that something
wondering.
you'd like to see?
I would. And then as they leave, you can hear them go, "I-O, I-O, E-R-M-E-R."
I see. That's a connection that I never would have because I knew that they were, minors, but I never would have made.
Now they're minors, and you're bringing the young ones who are minors. So those would, in fact, be minors, wouldn't they?
No, I'm never going to not be able to see it this way.
And if you bring 49 of them, there would be 49 minors.
Lord.
I know I'm too much sometimes.
Rabbit hole.
Just
rabbit hole. That's what we do here. That's what we're going to do. That's what we do. So that was my number one choice.
This is your number one choice.
And it's so good, it's making me tear up.
Oh my God.
It's just being near Jamie.
It's just being me.
It's just being near
It
Jamie.
happens a lot of people that way. People automatically start looking for
brings you to tears. Wouldn't come here? It just brings you to tears just being in his presence. What can I say?
So if anybody knows me, they're going to know this is no surprise whatsoever. My favorite Star Wars location of all, numero uno.
All right,
numero 10.
Let's hear it.
It's Hoth.
Oh, nice.
Hoth is just, it is, as a child watching that, I was like, holy crap, this is cool. Okay. And then as later on, you find out more of the lore about it, and you find out, like from the deleted scenes, how they use the Wampa to, all of these.
I wish they'd have left that scene.
Oh God, that was so cool. That was so cool. And you haven't seen it, I'll try to put a link to it. It's hilarious.
Oh, the whole thing with 3PO, you're ripping off. Yeah,
right. And you wouldn't think it was, because it's remote. It's a frozen world covered entirely in ice and snow. Brutal temperatures, so much so that they drop at night. That if you don't have proper shelter or a warm tauntaun, you're just going to die.
That's it.
You're just going to die. Very little wildlife. But what they do have, like we just mentioned, the Wampa has been able to adapt to these extreme conditions. Yeah. So if you're not familiar with Star Wars, first of all, why are you watching?
Watch Star Wars first, and then you can come back and watch this episode.
So after the Battle of Yavin, in which they destroyed DS1, as the people in
people in the nose,
in the nose saying it. The rebels are on the run, and so they do. So the rebels set up a hidden base that's called. You remember what the base is called?
The hidden base.
The hidden base. Hidden base.
Hidden base.
Hidden base.
Is that what it's called? Is the hidden base?
No, the Echo.
Oh,
Echo base.
Oh.
On off. Hoping that its remoteness will keep it which it would have done. And you think about this, it would have actually worked if it wasn't for Chewbacca.
Okay.
Because Chewbacca's the one that shot at the drone.
True.
And let them know that he was there.
True.
It's not really, it's not really, I see it, but but it is, I don't know that you would find very many people, even with all of the different movies and all, who would tell you that the battle scene at Hoth is not one of the greatest battle scenes of all time.
Hands down, it is. Yeah,
it is just with the walkers, and you've got the snow speeders, which, by the way, the snow speeder is one of my all-time favorite.
Mine too.
Of all time.
Vehicle, yeah.
Not just that, but like in the comics, when they go to Endor after all this stuff, they adapt them to be the paint camouflage.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
And then there's another one where they use it underwater. If I'm not mistaken. So not just a snow speeder.
Snow speeder.
So, yeah. So anyway, it's fun to think of. As these guys are bored, are they out there like having snow fights? I built snowmen that look like the
ice fishing.
Yeah, ice fishing. Who knows? I'd love to see what fish came out of that lake. That would be so cool. But it's always entranced me as a child. Dagobah was cool. Now, I like Luke's outfit that he wears at Dagobah and on Bespin City.
Yeah, yeah.
But Hoth is the planet for me.
Okay, that's great. That's
yeah.
a fantastic choice.
Yeah. So, and if you're interested, you can still go to Hoth because they didn't destroy the Hoth.
They did not destroy Hoth.
They just destroyed Echo Base. So, all right.
That's a great choice, though.
Well, thank you. I
That's
appreciate
fantastic.
that. I like yours, the Crystal Caves.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, that kind of sounds like a ride at Disney.
It does,
You
doesn't
know.
it? Crystal Cave.
Come on down to the
Crystal
the
Cave.
Splash Mountain right next to Crystal Caves.
You know, they have like the what was that video game? Crystal Castle. So you ever played that? Was it a video game?
I don't think so.
Just reminding me of that.
All right. Well, that does it, folks. Thank you, first of all, for sitting through me. Because I could be a lot sometimes. I could be a lot. Sorry you got so clamped. I think
I know. I'm sorry too. It's just it's the emotion of it all, man.
It does. It touches my heart to know that you love.
I mean, I'll keep coming back.
You
so
do.
Obviously, there's a reason.
Which you should probably talk to someone or a professional about that because you just got something wrong with you.
Okay. Well,
And I want to thank all of you out there for tuning in to this episode of Fave Five From Fans. We knew that you have a choice in podcasts, and we thank you for choosing this one. And if the episode resonated with you, kind of like a Kyber crystal resonates, to make I don't know.
Nice.
Then here's what you can do free of charge to help us.
Okay.
You can go to any one of these different streaming platforms that we're on. You can go and leave us a review. Leave us a 5-star review. Michael's left a 5-star review.
I have.
I know that.
I have.
And you can go and tell people what a wonderful time you had watching these two fools talk about Star Wars. You can also tell people about us. Make a little post about, hey, I just listened to this episode and it was really tolerable, and I was able to, get past it.
I was able to,
swallow
it. Kind of meander through it.
Your reviews, though, and your sharing does generally help us in that almighty algorithm to inch our way up the top
of the charts.
Yes. Once you've been number 91 in Hungary, there's nowhere else to go.
You can only go up from there.
But I'll try.
Yeah,
I'll try.
Go up from there.
So again, thank you so much. Don't forget that we are part of the Plastic Microphone Studios. I actually love to tell Nelson that I'm the flagship of the Plastic Microphone Studios.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little dig for there.
That's okay.
But we have lots of other great shows, and you can see all of those shows down here. We have Average Home Theater Reviews with aforementioned Nelson. We have Red Dog Terrain
with Jeffrey.
Another 501st member. We also have Sequel House, which is rapidly becoming one of your favorites.
That's a good show. Yeah. You guys have only done, I think, 2 episodes.
2 episodes, so we're working on the 3rd one right now.
Okay.
It's me, but we haven't done it yet. But we're going to be doing a sequel to the 2020 Invisible Man movie with Elizabeth Moss.
Yeah.
It's going to be called The Invisible Woman.
Yeah.
Whoa, man. Whoa, man. We also are doing, like I said, a new show with Mark Sino, author and script writer now. He's got his own movie out now.
Oh,
well, it's a little, I won't say little, but it's what they call them, featurettes.
Okay.
Called The Glass Coffin.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing, so go and see all these. The Complete This Race for Jamie Ray. They come out whenever they want to come out. So I just want to thank you for coming on the show.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. It's been fun.
I want to thank you for being a part of the Fave Five family.
Community.
It's all about community. We have more great episodes coming your way, so stick around. Speaking of which, new episodes come out every Friday.
Unless they don't. Gotta add that in there as a disclaimer. Unless they don't.
It's true. That is true. Unless they
just people get really excited. Oh, it's Friday. I gotta go check out my Fave 5 episode, and it's like, boom, it's not there.
I don't know anybody who does that.
No.
Okay. I get people that go, oh, it's Friday. I guess I have to listen to another episode of Fave Five From Fans. Unless they don't. And like last week was a perfect example. There was no episode. The week before that, we streamed the Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
So, yeah. So, anyway, it happens.
Well, cool.
So, be sure to subscribe and follow us so that you can catch all of the mostly weekly episodes of Fave Five From Fans. And remember, folks, it may not be the best. It may not be the most popular. But if it's your favorite, it's good enough for us. Mr. Mike, take us home, sir.
Thank you guys for listening and or watching. We'll see you next time. May the force be with you.
May the force be with you.
Take care, guys.